when you trust in their market, you buy more. In 1995, the statistic of American market showed $20 billion shoplifting was done. The security people were asked that couldn't you stop it? They say no, we saw them. We have cameras everywhere. We can prove that this person did it. But if we start to search people's pockets, then we will lose almost 50% of our customers. And from the same customer, we are earning $80 billion. So if they take 20 billion in shoplifting, it makes no difference for us because we are already getting 50 billion from them, 80 billion from them. So this is the trust of the market. So they are not looking for Jannah or paradise. They are looking for the customer's trust, and that is why they are successful in this world. Yes, please. Dr. Khurshid, he used to sit in my office for long. He said that I asked Bacha Khan, what is slavery? And Bacha Khan replied that I am in prison, but when I speak the truth, I am not scary. So I am not a slave. And he said that he pointed finger at me that you are outside the prison, but when you speak the truth, you feel scared. This means you are a slave. So think about it as a journalist. If you feel scared when you are speaking truth, then don't say I am a free person and my country is free, and struggle for that freedom through your pen. And that pen is the most powerful tool on earth. And people have done it. Yes, sir. Journalism, which I am a science student. I don't know about journalism that much. I read newspapers. I sit with some people who knows a little bit journalism, but I can't claim. So I copied these things from here and there just to enhance my knowledge and just to make the sequence good. That journalism, they say it's not tabloid, it's not movies, it's not advertising and blogs and paparazzi, night shows, support and oppose specific sides of issue. But they say that journalism is to find the facts and tell the truth to the society. They say engage and inform public about the current events, keep them updated, create discussion about issues. Once I was invited by a radio for a discussion on why our education system failed to develop tolerance among the students and the society. And I very happily was going there to blame everything on the society. But I rang an elder and asked him that the radio wants me to talk about this thing, and he asked me, what will you tell them? I told him that I will say the society is wrong and teacher can do nothing with such a society. So he laughed at me and told me that why are you putting your burden, your responsibility on other people? You are the responsible person. And if the well is empty, none should expect water from there. If the teacher has no tolerance, how can he or she teach the others for tolerance? So the main thing is that create discussion about issues, to the realization of what you are thinking is wrong. And the mankind has been wrong for millions of years. So it is not a strange thing. Before Galileo, the topmost professor of human histories thought that the earth is at rest. For millions of years, we all believed, and even some of our people believed it up to very recent times, and they used to consider it kufr if you say the earth is moving, right? So this means we can be wrong because the best historians, philosophers, scientists didn't know that the earth is moving. So never think that your thought is the final nail in the subject area. No, start it from there. You are at the starting point and welcome the changes, the modifications with a broad mind. Because when you lock your mind, this means you died. There is nothing more there. Only the knowledge keeps you alive. So always be open for discussion, and this is the way of educated and tolerant people to move forward. Last night I saw a video, and they say that now people are doing exercise for body fitness. And I laughed at him that body fitness is nothing. Games should be done to learn defeat. Harna siko and survive that. And when you learn that, then you are a strong man. So if you are discussing things and you learn that yes, I am wrong and that person is right? This is the way to move forward. If we stick to our opinion, that will make us arrogant as well as ignorant. So always be flexible. And the main sources, as you know, newspaper, radio, television, websites, and social media groups. And one of the popular most poet of this region, you asked him anything and he used to reply with the best possible answer among many educated people, and he was Khaybar Afridi, right? So I asked him that what is your qualification? So he laughed and told me nothing, and that I am not, I haven't gone to school or something like that. So I asked him, then from where do you learn? He told me, I listen to radio. So everyone is playing its role. Then this radio is much more influential and effective tool than hundreds of universities. But my journalism must be, look at it. Many professors, when they are talking on the television and radio, they are telling people wrong history. They don't know. And only a few people know. I heard from a very popular professor, and he was introducing Kalandar Momand, and he was saying that Kalandar Khan Momand, and the other professor said Momand Kalandar or something like that. So I was driving on the motorway and I stopped at the side and found that person. His name is Sayyid Habibur Rahman Kalandar, and Momand is his tribe. And if you as professor are telling people that, then what will the new generation learn? So don't say if you don't know. This is the most important thing. If you don't know, don't say. And whenever you want to say something publicly, at least show them to your colleagues, and that will initiate a discussion, and that will take the train of knowledge forward. The train of knowledge will go forward, but learn to lose and learn to tolerate. If there is no water in the well, people shouldn't expect that you will teach tolerance to your student. The teacher must be great. The teacher must be a mind maker. If he is not a mind maker, he shouldn't be a teacher. So always, it is not bad to be a peon if the society give equal honor to them. So this is the problem of the society, and this is not the part of my topic, but I tell you one thing, that the superpowers came into being throughout the world history when they learned to utilize their resources properly. If the rulers like Ahmad Shah Baba and others of Afghanistan invaded Iran, which was superpower in those days, who invaded India, which was also a superpower in those days. They were not because of Ahmad Shah or the honor and self-esteem of Pashtuns. This was because of his black, the Luhar, who turned his iron into excellent weaponry. The economy was yours because you were carpenter. The simplest example is our ties were made by our neighbor Tarkan, carpenter, lumberman, right? And today my kids' ties are coming from China. So why should I expect to develop my economy? It will never develop. So journalism can teach people. The thing must not be fancy, but at least it should be your own. Yesterday, if there was a bicycle in my village, that was my own. If now I have 200 cars in my village, I shouldn't be proud of that because they have been bought by the loan my country took from the outside world.